Now, the prices of the domestic air tickets are skyrocketing. If you are planning a trip from Bengaluru to Goa via Air India today, you will have to shell out around 17,000 to 44,000 rupees. And this is not for business class, but for economy class. Some routes are seeing surge as high as 4 to 5 times the usual cost. And this despite the Civil Aviation Minister, Jyotiraditya Scindia, saying that the airlines have been told to keep the maximum prices within reasonable limits. Spot bookings have become a nightmare. Airlines are calling it a surge pricing, putting the blame on the high demand, saying that the demand for the air travel is high due to the holiday season. And now we've opened up our lines over here. The numbers are flashing on your screens. It is a Mirror Now's campaign, and I'm joined by our caller right now, JC Moriani, who is calling us from Ooty. Good afternoon, Mr. Moriani. Please go ahead and share your views on what do you think about the skyrocketing ticket prices?
Yes, I'm JC Moriani from Ooty.
Yes, Mr. Moriani, please go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to express my views. It is disgusting that these people can just take the citizens for a ride, I would say. You know why? We are just, it is monopoly, monopoly type. We cannot, urgently we have to fly, and suddenly a fare of 2,500 is about 7,500. I think the government should take a step to intervene. And it is absolutely the government, my view is the government has to put a stop at all this high rate. Even the railways, they have a one fixed rate. Why doesn't the airways also follow the same rule?
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Moriani, for taking our time and calling us. You're making a pertinent point over there. We are hoping that all these voices of the flyers and passengers are going to be heard by the authorities that be, especially the airlines, who claim that they are private players and it is a demand and supply issue, but also the government of the day and how they can probably intervene and ensure that the flyers and the passengers do not crumple under the burden of skyrocketing prices. Well, we're getting several voices of passengers and flyers from across the country. Let's listen in to what they have to say about the Mirror Now campaign.
I'm being joined by some people who are coming from Mumbai. Sir, सबसे पहला सवाल, क्या जो टिकट्स हैं वो पहले के मुकाबले महंगे हुए हैं और क्या किया जाना चाहिए, किस तरह से इसका सलूशन किया जाए?
कैसा है, देखो मोदी सरकार ने अभी इसके ऊपर लगाम लगाना चाहिए. बहुत महंगाई बढ़ गई है, ले गैस के भाव बहुत बढ़ गए, ले रेलवे के टिकट्स, मेट्रो के टिकट्स, बिजली सब महंगाई आई है.
आप लोग मुंबई से दिल्ली आए हो तो पहले के मुकाबले कितना फ़र्क देखना पड़ा है?
15-20% का टिकट बढ़ गए, ले
15-20%
बढ़ गए ले.
जी मैम, कहाँ से आ रहे हो, कितने बजे की फ़्लाइट है?
हम मुंबई से दिल्ली आए हैं. 6 o'clock की फ़्लाइट थी. नाउ वी आर रीचिंग एंड वैसे रेट्स देखने जाए तो बहुत ही हाई है, मतलब 50% तो बढ़ ही गए हैं लास्ट ईयर से. तो हर कोई ट्रैवल करना चाहता है, प्लेन से फ्लाइट से कहीं आना जाना चाहता है, और सामान्य नागरिक जो है वो अफोर्ड नहीं कर पाते हैं. तो गवर्नमेंट ने उनके लिए भी मतलब वो सोचना चाहिए, रेट्स कम कराने चाहिए ताकि हर कोई ट्रैवल कर सके.
Well, aviation industry is unregulated, and that is why the fare of the air tickets are surging up from 4 to 5% than usual. And I also being joined by some people who are traveling from Singapore. Ma'am, you are coming from international airport. Have you seen any kind of difference in the prices?
In here or the other place? Here. Yeah, much different. All prices are very high, not that easy to get it, including the fare price also.
Okay, so it is costlier than usual.
Costlier than usual. I used to come around here about 5 years, 3 years. Much different.
I paid 15,000 rupees for the one ticket. So for the up and down ticket, I paid 30,000 rupees. So I'm coming back from Patna just now. So it's pinching.
Delhi to Bangalore, it's really very horrible. It's around 22,000. And surprisingly, when I am going Bangalore to Delhi, it is 5,000 only. Why that much difference is there? It's means beyond imagination.
So basically we are students, right? And we have 1 month of holiday every semester. So we go back home. When I went back home, I booked a ticket for 6,000 rupees. When I came back, I booked a ticket for 11,000 rupees. And moreover, I'm a woman. So I have to book a ticket that is direct mostly, because all the tickets that are cheaper in the sense it is 8,000, 9,000 rupees. That is the cheaper tickets. They go from like all night layovers and 5 hours layovers. I cannot go through that, right? So I have to book just because I have to come here, and because I'm a woman, I have to come by a very much more expensive flight.
And we shift